And we can just dance the night away until we get no more. Shake all the hurt away so you can feel and forget who you used to be. For just tonight, could you just dance the night away?
Alright. I saw a dwarf over here when I came in that's got an exclamation over his head. Is it a dwarf or a person? I think it's a person. Yeah, it's a dwarf. I was pretty sure it's a dwarf, but dwarves in this world aren't necessarily short, really, as much as they are just wider. The Masat have taken Thunder Head at Keep. Jails ordered Jarls? Jails? I don't know. He ordered my scouts, Krog and Arin, ahead to learn what they can and to find the ancient text called a seer. It is said that he can fashion a set of armor capable of protecting one against Masat magic. Most like a tall tale told over a flagon of ale. So basically just a cup of ale. But in these times, who knows? I expect a report by now. Something must have held them up. I feel better if you went after them. Okay, sure. Would you like a bow? I don't know what that name of a bow. I haven't played along with gear enough or weapons enough to know a weapon by name. Because Guild Wars 2 has stuff like that. Kill them all! I cough. I mean, hey. Oh, goodness. But yeah, in Guild Wars 2, I've played a long time, so I knew, different gears by name mostly, give or take. Some of them are just basically Berserker, Mace, and some of it's, other little things like that. So yeah. Let's get an extra healer in. I don't really like having her specifically as a healer, but, it's better than nothing. We did really good with the cultist. He also just has really cool stuff. Okay, so we're gonna do some side missions. I think there's 2 missions here for sure that that's here that we'll try and do. We have a sigils now as well, so not all of them are perfect, but they're pretty good. So it's a nice little setup going on. I'm gonna move this a little bit more. I moved it at some point to be able to see an enemy, and it didn't move it back. Okay, so where are we at? Oh, he's just around the corner. There's a lot of enemies here, man. He must have got ambushed by your weird, aggressive brothers. Oh my gosh. Worst healer in the game, no joke. Well, at least I wasn't just seeing it. I thought maybe I was just victim blaming the healer, because, you know. But I always felt like she was the worst healer. I always feel like the other characters were fine, like the other mage is pretty okay, the warriors are okay. The archer is okay, I think, if you have no range. As a ranger, I kind of have better skills, so. Oh, those little bone fiends. Let's find the person actually making the bone fiends, please. Because those are not helpful if we attack the other one. One of them is a Mesmer too, or has Mesmer skills. I don't know which one it is. Someone make that man sit down. He's not very, tall, so sitting down shouldn't be that bad. Should be pretty good on his knees, you know. I do like the bone. Okay, here's the thing. I like the bone fiend design in Guild Wars 2. I like the fact that it has 2 tails, because it's like, what was that thing? What was it before it died? I kind of like that. I kind of wish that the Necromancer had it in Guild Wars 2. Like, they have bone fiends, but they honestly look like just hamsters. They look like oversized hamsters that you can see the bones and the tissue under it, which is kind of meh. It's okay, but it's just meh. Her skill sets are never really updated over the years, and she was given a weak set to begin with. People find that out quickly. Lol, this is fair. I have one healer already. That's the dwarf, so it's better. Hello, who are you? Bronzebeard sent you. Too cold out in the woods for the lazy man. He used to be a ranger like the rest of us. Gives him a title, and he thinks it's his right to sit by the fire and enjoy a pint. Have I found something? Nope. King just sends me here to find the seer. The soul story says that he can fashion magic for armor to protect us from the Masot. I hope they are true. Even the sun summits have been driven from their minds. We sent a Roman to scout out the ice caves of Sorrow. Knowing him, he's been caught by now. Oh my god. You guys have, like, no faith in your fellow man. But yeah, I don't know. I just thought maybe I was being over-exaggerative when I first met her. But every time, like, I had to start doing my own healing skills at the first beginning of this game in order to prevent me from dying, because she wouldn't freaking heal me. She was too busy running around. It's like, stay at the back, woman. Stay at the back. Stay at the back of the bus, please. But yeah, I also, I found out that I had to fix my gear, so now my characters are a little bit better. So now I have to understand that. But also, I changed her to be a warrior type. I didn't realize I had to select what I wanted her to be. And because of that, she's way more useful and less of a pain in the ass, because this woman's a brat. Like, she's funny, and as a character, she's well written, but she's such a brat. This is a grown-ass woman. I think she's grown. You know what? If she's not grown, it makes a lot of sense as to why she's so immature. The game NPCs are from the time when heroes are not a thing. Now you have heroes and full control of what they use and its gear, and it's so much better. This is fair. I can see that. Okay. I think that's kind of cool. So Guild Wars 1 is kind of like managing the NPCs, and in Guild Wars 2 you are very powerful by yourself. You have a lot of skills on your own that make you strong, but it requires more teamwork. So you will have to rely upon other players. It's designed that way, and I like it. It's kind of like you get the boast of best worlds kind of thing. And since these two games are very different, but they're also very enjoyable, I like that. Because, I was a little worried I wouldn't like Guild Wars 1, because I love Guild Wars 2. I still think I love Guild Wars 2 more, but because it was the first one I started on. Oh, sorry, I meant to hit the elemental button. But, like, yeah, I really like it. I actually need to look up how to change my class if possible, because I should do a Ranger element. I did Ranger Mesmer thinking, well, I liked the Mesmer skills right off the bat, and then I got into it and I was like, oh crap, this just makes a lot of my bad parts of being a Ranger worse. Like, I picked basically a glass cannon by accident. Like, it can be used. People said it was good for farming and stuff, but that it's not really good for much else. So I'm like, it's not very helpful, is it? I wanted to make something that was sturdy. And in Guild Wars 2, you could summon elements, like little like minions. So I thought, oh man, being a ranger and being an elemental, I'll have all the options for pets and things. But that's not how it turned out with the set. It turned, it's more elemental skills. But if I'd done it, I would have had way more. Holy shit! What the heck? There's so many of them. Oh my god, that's messy. Jesus Christ. How? Okay. I'm going this way, clearly. But, anyways, I picked I wanted to do the elemental stuff, pets, and then I realized afterwards, everyone's like, yeah, you should have done element. It works good, because then it makes your fire arrows stronger and your poison arrows, and all that stuff, because a lot of rangers have a lot of poison strength. It's like, oh, great, lovely. on my part. Hello there. We have had enough activity as of late, with all the summit being driven from their minds. Romak set us out here. He said should be in the ice cavern by caves by now. Mention Sire, I've heard the stories and I don't believe them at all. Truth be told, more importantly, the Shining Blades leader has been captured by the White Mantle. We're working with them to free her. Whoever would have thought that the Demore would ally with the Crichton rebels. Strange days indeed. Blade Scout Shapi's ahead. She'll report for you. I don't know. I don't think it's that unusual. If you started in pro, you have it to ascend in order to change secondary class. In the Jizzit mission of Agarok, where you fight the mirror of yourself. I did do that. I actually did end up doing that. I fought my shadow self already. I didn't see where I could change my classes, but I probably just didn't talk to the right NPC. But I already did that. I've already talked to Glint too. That was the last thing I did last time. I might go back and check. But yeah. And like I said, I have the ability to make new tunes if I need to. Okay. Oh, hey, we've made it to the next town. Where is he at? There's this. Oh, it's a her. Sorry, it's a Shelby. Welcome. Sent by the king himself, no less. Here's the point of your journey. We are too few to march against the unseen masters of the White Mantle. The dwarves insist on finding some ancient spellcaster they claim is a seeker. I appreciate their help, but fear this is a fool's errand and would help us more than have some old man and his dusty scrolls. I can sword. Look. You might not be able to. Look, I don't know. You should maybe trust some of the ancienter skills and magics and things. You might end up finding something very, very useful. I'm just saying. Okay, we have 2 missions here. Shiv Peak. I think this is... Oh, that's Eye of the North. That's not the one I want. Okay, so we have another NPC here. Yeah, we have another NPC that's got an exclamation point near their name. Where they at? I think they're up here. Do you have the little boat icon when viewing map? To the option of the Great Temple of the Balthazars. Oh, okay. This one. No, that's not it. That's something else. Oh, here it is, right there. Yeah, there's the temple there. I'm assuming I go there and do the talk about it with him. Okay, cool. Well, let me get this mission real quick, and then I'll go over there. Because I don't want to forget where she is, or he is. I think it's a she. Because as soon as I, like, walk away, I'm going to be, like, forgetting it. Where's she at? Why is this place so big? It's cool, but it's so big. Where was it? There's the exclamation port. Were they... I don't remember them being over here with the merchants, but maybe they are. And if you see sounds, so you can do it anytime. This is fair. I'll do the mission later at some point. I just wanted to grab it so I have it, because I will forget if I've came to it or not. If I don't find them around the corner, I'll go and just come back to it. I don't know. I saw it somewhere. I was messing with my inventory before I started recording it. Anyways, we'll go deal with this mission thing here, and it'll be a later thing. Do you need anything? Money for any skills or access? Not at the moment. Actually, I looked up all the skills that I plan to go for as like a thing. Oh, this is being funky. And I plan to do. I have like all of them are unlockable. They're not anything that requires me to buy money or anything. And I've already gotten a decent amount of money of times. I have the top, the gear, and the. I have to fix, I think, the legs and boots because I have to add the right boons to it. Isle of Nameless. Weird. There's our bounties, missions. I'm assuming this is a player-based area. Vaults. Guild registries. Okay, cool. So this is kind of like reminds you of Lion Jarch a little bit more catered to players and NPCs. Up the steps and to your left. Thank you. Oh, is it change profession changer? There we go. There's just a lot of tags, and I was trying to read them all. Okay, profession. Do you want to broaden your horizon and see if these pass are right for you? It's 500 gold. Yeah, I have enough. Cool, we're good. But say I was pretty sure I had a platinum. I was more rich before, but I bought a lot of the armors for myself, my monk, and I think I bought some. Too many things in one thing. Okay, so let's do... I want to change my secondary to Professionals Elementalist. Yes. Okay. What is this? Okay, let's check the skills out now. And see what we got going on here. Okay. Oh, hold up. I picked the wrong thing. I have to remember which the keybinds are. Okay, since I've got new skills, I gotta figure out what I'm doing. Because my character is focused strictly on Beast Mastery, this one, and Marksman. I can't remember why this one is. I think it's the rituals. That's why I have it maxed for rituals purposes. Okay, so because I am a ranger, I feel like fire's probably gonna be my better bet, or poison. If you do, if you would like some plot to help, I can help out. Oh, cool. Let me see here. Try to like decide. I do have. Let's do fire magic first. I have points. We can kind of put some towards it. Let's take a little bit off the rituals, and kind of even it out between rituals and elements. I want to see. Oh, I'm assuming this is your character? No, don't worry about that. It's fine. I can do it. I can get my own gold. It'll be good. Thank you, though. Let's see here. Let's try fire. I want to try fire and see if that works. Wave back if I didn't have my face and my like spells. I don't even know if I can. Okay, we're gonna try this. We'll try fire because that kind of puts it a little even with some of the other stuff. This just means I also have to unlock fire and stuff, and I'll see if anything else is good. Because his skills are in air, so I don't really need my air skills. And he has currently fire as well because I gave him a fire staff that gave him a little bit of something. But I might have to give him something else at some point. And gave me that. I'll keep the basic staff for now. Because I don't think I need a staff for this. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Alright, let's give that a shot. We're gonna work with that and see if we can do that. We'll do that. Try it this way. Thank you for the information. Are you sure? I don't mind. That's good. I'll get my own as I go along. Plus, here's the thing, though, right? I actually find it very interesting. Currently, I haven't had any money troubles in the game. Like, I've gotten a lot of the stuff that I need, but I don't have like the need for a lot so far. Because I only have one tune. I have one rituals as well, but I haven't really touched on her too much, and she's kind of she's like level like 5 or something. I only did enough to do like the starting missions, so she's not like important. And I went to the wrong spot. So like she's not, you know, got anything insane skill wise anyway, so she doesn't really need insane gear. But surprisingly, in Guild Wars 2, getting 100 gold is ridiculously difficult at first. It's better now than it used to be, but it used to be really hard. And in Guild Wars 1, getting 100 gold is chump change, right? Because I got 100 gold before I even left the training area, which was the Ascalonian city, and enough for me to actually start our guild and got it good. Well, it's only normal mode too, so you will get it by okay. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. Like, it's good. I like the fact that there it is. I knew I freaking saw you somewhere. I just like the fact that it's relatively good. In Guild Wars 2, it's really hard to build up, but I think Guild Wars 2 has a lot more players that are together, so there's more of a you can kind of make money through the post. Whereas with this, I don't think you sell anything directly to the post, to a trading post in the same way. It still probably functions similarly, but like they actually have an economy in Guild Wars 2 for sure. They might have an economy in this one and it's just not visible. That might be why mats fluctuate based on price, which makes sense. There's ancient power in these mountains. I can feel it in my bones. What do you like to discuss? Viewer's journey. Come closer. Look at me in the eye, as I thought. You've got the look of someone who's been to Agony Rock and came back out the other side. A true hero in making. Listen to me here. Do not be deceived. The desert still holds many secrets for you to unlock. Take my advice and seek out the place called Seeker's Passage and Destiny's Gorge and Hero's Audience. There you may find a challenge worthy of your true champion. Okay. Your aura is radiant, aided by the spirits of the desert. You can learn any profession, master any skill, and remain untapped. Superpower. Okay. Go to the frozen forest from the Iron Marsh Zone and seek out my sister. She will help you unhint. Okay. Okay. So, let's go talk to the sister. The last time I played Guild Wars 2 was before Legendary Armor. I crafted my Twilight Legendary Sword and beat Max Fractals many moons ago. many moons ago. Now they have PvE armor that you can make that's Legendary Armor. They've got Raid Armor, which when I first got into the game, I played Guild Wars 2 for 8 years, so technically I haven't been playing that long, really. But when I first got into Guild Wars 2, they had Raid Armor, they had World vs. World Armor, and they had PvP Armor that was Legendary. So when I was looking at those three things, I'm like, so I'm never getting armor. I'm gonna have pink armor for life, because I was too intimidated to do raids, and think I could do them. And I didn't like the idea of doing World vs. World, because people were basically would be using me as XP farming. And PvP, I'm not allowed to do. Why? Because I'm a toxic, spoiled loser. Like, I am definitely a very spoiled player, and I do not handle competition well. And that's not fun for people who do PvP, right? The part of PvP that makes it fun is the competition and the getting good and powerful stuff. I can't do it, okay? I'm not made for it. I'm made to be happy, cheerful, put a little hatred and anger in me, and I'm nothing more than a rage bait monster. Let's not play with that. But now that I've done it for 8 years, I still don't like World vs. World, because as a starting player, it's so difficult. If I'm playing with a group or I'm in a Zerk group, I love it. Because I like playing with groups with that, because at least if I die, and because I got picked off in a group, it doesn't feel as much of an insult as being picked off by yourself. Like, if you die alone, it just feels wrong, you know? And then I've done raids before, and I love raids. Problem is trying to find people who want to do raids, because a lot of people get really upset when you don't succeed, because raids do have a high fail rate or a high chance of being failed, especially if you're trying to wrangle people that are not in voice chat. I really feel like Guild Wars 2 needs to put in a voice chatting thing. Like, you can make it to where you can have your mic off, but like give it to the people who are commanders with tags, because that makes it so much more easier if you're able to, like call out commands and stuff. Like I said, I think that we need mics. Make it to where players can decide if they want to have mic on or not, and then if they don't want to have mic on, they don't have to have mic on. Because if I could do that as a commander when I'm like training strikes or fractals or whatever, I would. I do better at communicating verbally than I do that. But to ask everybody to make an account with Discord and stuff can be a little bit much because some people don't want to do that. Some people are just there to have fun, and they just don't have time for that nonsense, you know? So my line of thinking is, I think that there, I want you to get that one. Pick him off while he's still here. I think that they should do that. But with raids and stuff, it's hard unless you have a group that's organized or that you have someone that's in your friend group or you know what you're doing. You know? So, like, that one's not that bad. But now, as of recently, they have new gear that is essentially open world armor through End of Dragons, or not through Secret Observer. So you have to have that expansion, but if you have it, you can basically craft it via open world, which I think they should have had a long time ago. I think my elemental friend is being very useful. Because he's fire type creatures. But yeah, they recently brought that in, and I am thrilled. I've already gotten like a chest plate with that's legendary. It wasn't that hard. And then they gave out gloves recently in Guild Wars 2 because they have the fractal event going on. It's going to end at the 7th of October, I think. If I remember correctly what the Google had said. This snow was really freaking white. But they had given people legendary gloves. A lot of vets were upset about that. I think it's silly to be upset about that because it gets some of the players in there to help. It gives them, like, they're like, oh, they made it so easy to get. How, you know, that sucks. That's bad, blah, blah, blah. I'm sitting here like, it's pretty easy to get the other gloves from the Secret of the Observer, too. It just takes you, like, doing stuff, like work. But if you do it, you have it. And it's the same thing. Yeah, okay, cool. I got my wins off. But yeah, I found it like it was a gimmick. It was meant to get new players and old players back together to do stuff because they wanted to try and encourage people to do strikes or fractals together, and that way that you could have a bunch of vets teaching people how to do certain things, you know. Oh, he's already got up. Okay. I think I'm missing people. Yeah, I didn't grab the two other extra people. It's fine. I think we're handling this relatively good outside of my poor healer being chased. I'm not doing pretty bad for this, considering that I think I made it a little too difficult for myself. But yeah, so they, a lot of vet players were upset about that because they're like, they made it too easy, but they did it for everybody to be able to come and play together. And personally, I think it's a great thing because now a lot of new players that got it and got the gloves can now put AR on their gear, which makes it to where they can go to T2 a lot faster because then they are able to stick it on there and get a little bit of a head. You know, I've been playing for 8 years and I never bothered making armor until only recently. So it was kind of nice in my opinion. But they also had like slots and stuff. It was really cool. It was a nice event. I also think that a lot of people in Guild Wars 2 talked about how they bought Guild Wars 1 and was giving it a shot because it went on sale for its 25th anniversary, something like that. That's why I bought mine. It's been a few months since that was on sale. I don't know if it's still going on. I don't think it is. But I think that's pretty cool. So I like how there's a lot of hype going on with Guild Wars 2 and Guild Wars 1. It'd be kind of cool. And we got Halloween coming up soon too, so that'll be fun. There we go. I don't know if I'm going in the right direction or not. I'm assuming I am. Yeah. Look at that. I love the snowy peaks in Guild Wars 2 and Guild Wars 1 both. I love snow in general. I absolutely adore snow. And as a kid, I liked summer a little bit more and spring, but as I've gotten older, I'm just like, I hate summer more and more, and I start liking cold winter better. Oh, let's see. Do we need to go this way? We need to go that way. So I say let's go ahead and pick a fight. Can we target the Mesmer that's on the back of the Doliac? I really want to see an actual dwarf ride a Doliac, please. I know that's not necessarily supposed to be a Doliac, but I just love the idea of it. I like the fact that they have raptors that are themed after the little, like in Guild Wars 2 they have some mini raptors for the dwarves. It's hilarious. I love it. Just riding around with them on saddles and stuff. I love it. Because logically that makes sense. You'd have to, if dwarves are shorter than everyone else, they'd have to be on shorter mounts. But if they ever make dwarves a playable race again, I demand that my mount be a Doliac. Okay? I want to ride a cow into battle. That's basically what a Doliac is in the game. I think it's supposed to be, it's probably more like a yak than it is a cow, but you know, it works either way. They should make a skin that just looks... They should make a skin for the Warclaw that looks like a cow. Make it look clunky too, just for funsies. I only say that because I know for a fact that Guild Wars 2 players would make a mockery of it. They would, they would be making all kinds of horrible milk jokes while bosses wait to spawn. And I would say that I wouldn't encourage such foul behavior, but I absolutely would. Let's get the other cow down. Take the Doliac out. I need him to sit. I still want to make them to make Quaggins playable, because I actually like the Quaggins. I like Quaggins and Skrit. And here's the thing: I think they had it cool if we had different kinds of Quaggins. We have like different skins for Quaggins and stuff, like different terrains and stuff they come from. But I think it'd be neat if we had Quaggins that use different emotions to bring out their rage. Because currently that's what they do. They get mad and then they kind of hulk out for their size and stuff and become vicious. But I think it'd be interesting if if they could actually embrace that beyond just being mad, going berserk. Maybe there's like a way to use another emotion of equal strength to do that. It'd be really funny to have one. I don't know why. I think it would be kind of nice if they just changed based on the emotion. Like if they went and were transformed because of bravery or courage, they might look different, but they still get beefier in a way. Oh, you know what? While you guys go to that, I'm gonna just go to the next map. I don't have time for that nonsense. Goodbye. Good luck. Farewell. Don't die, Mox. Awesome. This almost looks like an entire... Like, I was almost looking around like, why is there enemies inside the town? Then I was like, oh yeah, we're in the enemies area. I'm waiting for them to go away. I don't know if they'll actually walk away. They seem like they just kind of are here existing, but... while we're waiting, I'm gonna do this and then we'll attack. Let's attack the master. There we go. Now we can focus on the guys closest to us. Wow, they took him out way faster than I thought they would be. Do you want to have me rain fire down on you? I'm pretty sure that's not your favorite element. Sorry, I bumped it twice. Do some fire rate. Can I rate it down? How much do I need? Do I need 10? I need 10. Okay. I want to get a cheaper spell, but I'll get one eventually. For right now, that'll work. Oh, that ranger got messed up. He got bullied. Here we go. That actually surprisingly wasn't that messy compared to what I thought it would be. Especially since we're running around the countryside with less people. Okay. So yeah, I think we need to loop around and head this way. Yeah. I need to remember to... There we go. Now, I gotta remember not to spam my skills too much, that they need to refill before I unleash hell. Oh my gosh, this is so much better. Being able to rain fire is... I'm in love. If I could rain poison down, I'd make it rain acid and fire. Back to back, too. Oh, my poor pet. Here, wakey, wakey, get up. I should have used my number 5 skill. I would have saved him a lot of trouble. Because then he would have healed. If I remember correctly, he gains health if his health is low or something like that, or one of us does. Yeah. Alright, let's go. I also, okay, the pet thing, I looked it up. It doesn't really matter which pet you get. I mean, okay, there is a matter. It changes, like, one thing stat-wise. Like, there's, like, 3 types of pets you can get. And that's cool and all, but you don't necessarily need, I don't know, I didn't really need to worry about it. I just needed power, because I'm doing damage control, damage. And that's kind of what my pet is right now. He's just a damage doer. I think there's damage, healing, and something else, basically. So I don't think I'll bother changing out my pet. Also, the fact of the matter is that at the moment, I've just been doing good with the stalker. I might change it out at some point if I end up needing it. Hey, wakey, wakey. There we go. I need to move because that guy's giving me problems. I wonder... where's the ranger? Here we go. Nice. I need to move back a little bit. It's just us. Okay. The Bone Fiends, okay. We're gonna spawn back here. I'm not real worried about the debuffing on this particular area. Where was the Necromancer? I think it's this one. Because I think one was at the very, very back and I couldn't see him. And I was trying to get, particularly aim for them, but that's fine. I wonder if there's a Necromancer or if they just, no matter, every time their friends die, they just make a bone thing. Because it could just be that it's like an automatic reaction instead of having like a turning into zombies kind of thing. It's either good. There we go. Yeah, I think that I think the Necromancer's room is at the back. There's so much red. I also have one problem that I dislike about the red dots. I've mentioned it before. I find it irritating when they stack up too high and then you can't see that there's more than one there. You know what I mean? This one's gonna be probably a fail, simply because the other group came in and caused problems. It's fine. We'll make a dent at some point. If I can get him down, that'd be great. Oh, there's 2 of them. That's great. I think this should be good. If we can get to these two groups that are here. There are basically 2 or 3 groups here, I think. I think they're stacked up together, which is fine. It's annoying. But sorry, I drew on the map by accident. I'm used to Guild too, where I can kind of move the map and see things. See, I don't know. Maybe these are just one large group. They move. See, like right there, there's like 3,000 of them sitting on top of each other. But you wouldn't see that on the map if you were near each other. Let's see if I can get them. Can we get the Doliac Master, please? There we go. Got one down. You can choose if they want to. I don't care. Oh, let's get my pet up. Yeah, keep running, Gwen. Do us a favor, keep running. Actually, hey. Oh, I wish I was like, I hope I was like thinking like, I just realized we managed to pick those 2 off. We could have pulled back a little bit more and dealt with them. It's okay. Oh, good. They were still targeting us, so we could finish them off. There we go. There we go. Slowly and surely. There we go. Okay, got that. Let's see if we can get in here and get this. Let's take a little bit of a breather here.
And we can just dance the night away until we get no more. I'll shake all the hurt away so you can feel and forget who